majority of the Bible is allegory. Genesis, gene is. What is your body made of? Atoms and a monocyte of E. I'm not doing that. I'm more cell. God is me and Jesus, God and Jesus. God is Jesus and Jesus is God. It's a metaphorical. It's God is you and
what?
God is you and you is God. It's all it is. It's in the Bible. Okay, I don't have to do that. I'm just breaking it down to you right now.
Then it's wrong. That's how you tell the difference. If you got to murder a brother to get up there, like, should you do that?
No, shit, that's what I'm saying. I ain't grabbing no weed. I ain't.
Right.
I'm working too legit.
I feel you.
I'm getting it the right way.
I feel you, but you should be working towards not having to work on the Sabbath at all.
You see, that was the work in law, so I probably won't.
So you think you gonna break God's laws to keep God's laws? That's not how it works, my brother. He gonna forgive you? Sure about that?
In the same breath.
Okay, get that. What you got? Read it. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. See that? Read. Which while some coveted, it said what? Which while some coveted. See, I'm talking about covetousness again. Black people covetous as hell. How we know that? How I know black people covetous? Because as soon as black man get some money, he's trying to stunt on his brother. A black man that had no money in his bank account, but he'll figure out a way how to get a chain, how to get the nicest shoes, the shirt, the car, to stunt on the brother, so he can look better. Because he covetous. That's how people is. Read. For which some coveted after. They have earned from the faith. See that? They earned from the faith. You know? The faith say, don't work on Saturday. But our people have earned from the faith when they say, well, you know God, know my heart. I'm good in Jesus Christ. That's Christianity. You learned that from church. You didn't learn that out the Bible.
I ain't been to church in years though, but I am.
But you ain't learned that in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Watch this read.
Exactly. So that's what it's about.
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Verse 6. But godliness with content. You see that? Godliness with contentment, meaning that you got what you got, but right now you got enough to. You got to work 2 jobs just to eat.
No, just take care of the things.
Take care of the things you got to take care of.
And I got to leave. I have my mind to take care of.
Okay. Okay. So when my advice to you, brother, out of the scriptures, remember the Bible says don't work on Saturday. You need to be trying to get out of it as soon as possible, and don't make no excuse. Don't make no.
No, that's the thing. It ain't an excuse. It's fact for me to get out of work on Saturdays.
So what time you work on Saturday?
At 5 in the morning.
Okay, what time you get on?
Depending on when the job done. I do construction.
Do construction?
Yeah.
What time you think you be out by 2 o'clock? That's a long shift right there. That's 9 hours. You work 10, 12 hours?
A day.
A day. Every day, 7 days a week. And then you go to your other day. Oh, you say 6. So what day don't you work?
Like I'm on Sunday.
So you don't work on Sunday? No. You can't switch that to Sunday? You can't switch to Saturday for the Sunday?
That ain't how the job.
That ain't how the job. I feel you, but keep this in mind, Reed. But godliness with contempt is great gain. See that? When you can keep the commandments of God and not break them to get ahead in life, that's great gain. That's what's really going to show your work to God, Reed. Verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world. We ain't bring nothing into the world, Reed. And it is certain we can carry nothing out. And you can't take nothing when you leave. What a man going to be judged by?
So would that be flesh?
Hold on. What? I got you. Get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. What it's going into is, at the end of the day, it don't matter how much money, how much things you've accumulated on this earth. If you didn't do what God said at the end of the day, you're not going to get eternal life. You're going to be in a lake of fire. Read.
You believe
the book of Ecclesiastes. Listen to this. I'm going to ask you a question. Read. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Read. Fear God and keep his commandments. So the whole conclusion of life is to fear God and do what he says.
Why would we fear God?
Read.
Why? That don't make sense.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. Read. For this is the duty of man. Because God created us black men to do this. Yes. You can't tell God what you want and want to do. Just like kids can't tell their parents what they can and cannot do. Hold on. When you tell kids When a kid disobey you, what do they call that kid? A rebellious kid. Rebellious kids, you know what end up to them? They end up in jail. They end up on drugs.
I was rebellious at one time, and I ain't know.
So you don't do drugs? You said you smoke weed.
Yeah.
Okay, you exactly.
That's not a drug.
That's it.
You're supposed to intake.
That's it. No, no. That's your own thought. That's
okay,
you get that. No, you got that from this world. You
okay, so let me ask you a question.
Hold on, this is the first I know you. What's your name?
I'm Marcel.
Marcel, all right.
With
Marcel.
E-L. Just like Israel.
Got you, Marcel. Be patient. Be patient.
I'm cold.
I feel you. Be patient. Verse 14. For God shall bring every work. You gonna do what? Bring every work. Everything that we do on this earth is being recorded. And he gonna bring what? Every work into judgment. When it's time for you to get judged by God, he gonna remember everything you said and did on this earth. Whether or not you kept the commandments or whether or not you did the commandments. That's why I said you can't take nothing into this world, you can't take nothing out. That's the point. He said, what's going to matter to you is going to be whether or not you kept the commandments or not. That's what's going to determine.
That's the question.
So is it pertaining to
yes,
all right, go ahead.
of course.
Okay, calm down for me, bro.
I'm passionate.
Go ahead.
I'm just like you. I'm passionate. I'm just like you, man.
Come on.
So is or is not the Bible written in allegory?
Yes.
So
allegory is meaning that it's still
metaphorical.
Right?
No, it's not. If you look at the word allegory, hold on, hear me out. If you look at the word allegory, it says not to be taken literal. What you're doing right now is preaching it literally, and it's allegory. Majority of the Bible is allegory. Genesis, gene is. What is your body made of? Atoms and a monochromatic gene. I'm not none of that. I'm Marcel. God is me and Jesus, God and Jesus. God is Jesus and Jesus is God. It's a metaphorical. It's God is you and you is God. It's all it is. It's in the Bible.
When you read it, okay, show me.
Okay, I don't have to do that. I'm just breaking it down to you right now. I'm gonna go from Genesis. Genesis, if it's allegory, gene is Adam and Eve. Adam is the atom, makes it physical. The Eve gene is what makes everything.
You a scientist?
I know how to read. In an allegory, in a metaphorical way.
Let's deal with that, the allegory. You said a lot. Isaiah 12 and 5. Read. The book of Hosea, chapter 12 and verse 5. Because the Bible is an allegory. But let's find out what the Bible said about these allegories. What's the meaning behind them? Read.
You're going to look at the meaning, you're going to break down the whole word.
Right, you got to
understand it's in Greek and Latin.
Listen, you don't speak Greek or Latin. Read. Verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophet. God said he spoke. He speak. Why you turn your back to it? Where we talking? Where? I feel you go be talking. That's respect. That's how respectful it is. Right? Read it again. Verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophet.
That's not respectful.
And her brother, do you speak Greek?
You don't know what I speak. You just condemn me, Dad. I speak Greek and Latin.
Okay, send me that wrong.
I don't have to do all that. I don't have to prove anything. I'm not trying to prove anything.
We work with anybody and form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary.
But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. We want freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary.
This is a revolution of God. This time that we're living in, the greatest time on earth, revolution. Spiritual and biblical revolution. All these lives will be shut down in the earth. I live He's strong in Lord. His life. His life. His life. His life. His life.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in.